Hi, I'm bringing you quite a few life updates today. The first one is that I finally got a job. Not just any kind of job, a part-time job. I've been hoping and wishing for a part-time job for years now. I am working 18 hours a week, which is 3 hours a day. And it's a dream to be able to pay rent and also not feeling exhausted all the time because I'm gonna be painting whether I'm working 40 hours, 50 hours, or 18 hours. The only difference is that I'm not gonna be feeling angry and depressed and crying all the time because I am of a very easy tear. But that goes for both sadness and happiness. So I'm gonna get paid slightly above 600 euros and my rent is 300, so there goes half of my paycheck. But that way I'll be able to focus on getting some extra money through my artwork. Speaking of which, earlier this month I sold a painting, this one. I sold it for 120 euros, which is the price that I set for my A3 size portraits on paper. And it was nice to finally sell the painting for the price that I set from the beginning, because usually when I sell a painting I'm going through a hard time and I lower the prices a lot. And the problem with that is that people will buy your best paintings and then you have nothing to showcase. So this year I promised myself to try to not lower the prices no matter how desperate I feel at the moment. And so far so good. Then I also made stickers and I'm super happy about them. They turned out just so nicely. I'm selling them in a bundle, 6 stickers for 6 euros, and I included the shipping into this because it's gonna be the cost of a simple letter, and it's just not worth hassling people about. So it's just gonna make the life easier for everyone and it's gonna make them that much more affordable. They look so pretty. I'll definitely be making more as I paint more portraits. I've also been practicing making prints. I'm not happy with these ones. This is just the first trial. I still have a lot of editing and test printing to make. But right now I can't be bothered at the moment, so I'll focus on putting them out, I don't know, in July or maybe in September. I'll see how I feel. Also, I've been feeling like my portraits are starting to feel a little bit repetitive, at least for myself, because I'm always painting the same sizes, the same angles. So I've decided to go back to canvases for a bit, and I'm gonna be working on a portrait of my girlfriend Trini. Not a very big canvas, but bigger than on what I've been working for the last few months. And speaking of her, this is what I'm gonna be doing today. I have this couple of portraits that I did of her about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, slightly more. I think I painted them in the first month that we started seeing each other. I know that this was the very first portrait I ever did of her. The thing is that back then I was still getting familiar with the palette that I use now. And they turned out a little bit too yellowish, a little bit too dark. And I always felt that they would look better once I would varnish them. I feel like on the video they look actually better than in real life because there's so much reflection from the blacks that I think would be fixed with a varnish. And I went for a gloss varnish. I haven't varnished anything in a year, so I hope I still haven't forgotten how to do it and it'll turn out alright. And I went for the gloss because once is that a garbage truck? Because at one point, I remember a couple of years ago, I think it was actually the very first varnish that I bought was a matte one. because I thought that it will be nicer to look at a painting without so much reflection. But I remember feeling that it made the painting feel cheap, or should I say lifeless. It's like a matte varnish sacked out all of the fun out of it. So I do believe that gloss varnishes are much better. So anyway, that's what we're gonna be doing today. I'm gonna be varnishing these couple of portraits, and hopefully they'll turn out better than what they are now. Wish me luck. Alright, so I'm going to embrace the absolute mad light we'll have inside of us, and I'm going to varnish on my carpet. There we go. I'm a little bit nervous. Ooh, that's way too much though. Now with the bigger one. Oh gosh, the smell. I forgot about the smell. I'm gonna let them sit for a bit, and then I'll see if I need to give them another thin layer. This one is looking already so much better. Super happy about it. Feeling very positive. Gosh, I'm so sweaty and disgusting right now, but I didn't want to turn on the fan as to not make the dust particles dance all over my room and stick on the varnish. But here we go. Here we go. As you can see, the reflection now are quite uniform. I did give it 2 more thin layers, and I'm not sure how much you can appreciate it on the video. But now, wait, let me switch. But now the blacks are much more darker and richer, especially in this one. I didn't realize how much I love this portrait until I started varnishing it. But it's so pretty. Doesn't look like my girlfriend at all. She does look like this one. She says that she sees herself in this one. I don't, but I'm glad she does. But it's a beautiful portrait nonetheless. And I'm very happy that I did it. If you have some painting that you thinking of vanishing, I promise you it's not as scary as it looks at first. And it's gonna be worth it. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye 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 bye.